get them to turn up here. Buzz did not
okay,
have a back
T1
game
on
whatsoever,
defense,
but I think Stax
Vitality on attack.
outcall Vitality to come out with the win. It's an interesting smoke that was wall, sorry, from Les immediately. It's great on eco rounds. Allows you to do a waterfall out of hookah, but it also allows you to go
This is nice,
from B-long
instant
into
pressure.
elbow.
So I like the
put
T1 in
pressure
reaction to there being
onto
no
Iso and
Viper
Carpe
stuff
to
over
hold this
towards
one.
shoulder, just dueling it the whole time.
Crossfire just doesn't exist.
Because you should be scared of turning this
Vitality on their
corner.
attack sides do tend to do a lot of this. So they'll take B-long
Mocha as well,
early,
Mocha Valid.
leave
Thank you so
someone
much
there,
for the 2
deposit
months. Appreciate the
somebody.
tier
In
1.
this case, it's Safe. And Safe will look for info, and then he can go through the teleport, and he can drone
Yeah,
his
so they're
team
just trying to
showers.
fake this. They're going to put
Ton of
wall
this
up,
kind of stuff.
drone.
Now they're actually going to go for the
and
drone
like,
on B.
oh yeah, that's great though. This little knife over towards here only hits one. They realize it's a fake. They can get 3 people on site, and there's no pressure showers.
But still,
like they're probably going to TP back. No Vitality.
Reinforcements, and he's unaware of the lurk-up. Les has already posted up onto that position. Buzz is wrapping onto the scene again. Sheriff
honestly, when you just hit shots like that,
cleaning them up, filling up the feed. Plants down for them. Full control.
And that's a massive loss there. Not being able to keep track of that short lurk. Durka goes for the swing, super confident as ever.
I'm timing out with a util. Pays for it with his life, but you can't imagine there's too much more trouble. What is that from
No way.
Oh,
Okay.
that really
Looked,
So
looked good.
normally in these kind of rounds, you'd be expecting there to be a vice wall at short.
Yep.
Or something that's going to be able to give them
Leggings with the
information.
tier 1.
Usually
Thank
it's
you
gonna
for
be
the whole
wall.
year.
This
Thank you,
time
thank
it's a
you.
flash. And that means that if you dodge the flash,
It's
and
nice
Meteor
shots.
didn't find the right timing to use it
Both
there,
kills are just nice shots.
Whole of Vitality is on top of them before they have any
That
idea.
duel looks
I mean, they
so
were pushed up
good.
to default before they even realized that they were on the A side.
What is this, 3-0 in
So
pistols?
that's a great pistol round, a really phenomenal one from Vitality, recognizing a weakness of T1 instantly. And I do think
Was
that
it
the
2-1?
T1 defense on this map
Wait, they won
is
which
pretty
pistol did they
lacking.
win?
So I think it's going to require something special from these
Wait, that
T1
makes the
players to be able to win
Vitality
here. And I think one of the big
defense
reasons
even
is they
more
don't want the
impressive.
Viper. So you just don't have
They won
good
an
smokes
attack
across the
pistol
map.
on...
Carpe just gets
Oh, that's
stressed
pretty
out
cool.
in these situations.
Dude, how did T1 lose that game if they won
Maybe
attack
help
pistol
with
as
the
well?
smoke over towards A short sometimes, and then you have to smoke off long, smoke off hookah. Well, that's it, done.
Playing off sound cues most of the time. Running wherever the action is to try and...
Aconite T
Vitality's game
with the
plan
prime.
versus
Thank
Eco
you
as
so much,
well
dude.
is
Thank you,
pure
thank you. I appreciate
discipline.
that.
Just make sure they can control the orbs. As I say that, though, footsteps are heard
The
by
timing
Buzz,
here
who
is
realizes the
incredible.
timing here.
He's got a great
Oh,
time.
Bit of damage.
that's nuts.
Well, they're just looking to slow him down, aren't they? Because
Little
Buzz is
fadeaway
the
dink.
playmaker in this round.
That was a great shot. Buzz has really good timing.
Swinging out wide, finally meets you.
If they get nothing over towards
Paying
side,
the
then
price.
Les is just
There are
getting the
3
start.
phantoms in
Watch
this
it
round, by
behind.
the way, just to point that one out.
Stax does get just a 1. Pretty essential for Vitality to keep these guns to the next coverage. Okay, it wasn't quite there, but Kicks just gets off the plant anyway and wrapping from behind.
This isn't even a phantom.
Okay. It's not the gun that perhaps Buzz was looking for. These players are weak. Economic damage is quite important.
Yeah, I mean one more death would be big.
He's not getting anything now.
One more kill, I should say. Lucky Viper, thank you so much.
Buzz can
Appreciate
do
the prime.
damage.
Thank you for the 6 months
Lovely
also.
to build up towards one step closer into the ult. Force forwards into a tight corner and Trex, watchful eye.
I mean, they
That
get the
avenue, so
Brimall out as well,
Vitality's
so
economy.
couldn't have gone
It's
to a
gonna be
better
great,
player,
yeah.
really.
They've got 3 phantoms.
Yeah, they
were
got.
allowed 2
They're gonna have
deaths 'cause
5
2 people came into
guns.
this round
They
with
got
ghosts. I mean,
Brimall. They go
it's
into a
perfection again,
bonus
but this
with
is
literally the
exactly
better.
what we saw from
the
Vitality on
advantage.
Fracture. They looked immaculate in the pistol round and the follow-up, and then they kind of lost it a little.
Yeah.
There was a serious run there where T1 came back into things. So, listen, don't write off the Korean team just yet. We've got the classic Vice setup over towards short, wall, flash, thorns, and T1 maybe looking to try to take a fight B long. This is not something that they usually do. They certainly don't do it with more than 2 players. They're trying to apply as much pressure as possible, because if you give this area of the map for free,
This is kind of nice from
it's
T1 though.
so
That he managed to
difficult
hold over towards long.
play the defense macro.
I like this from Vitality. They play so all the time at the moment. We've seen 3 rounds basically where they've tried to be default all the time. They know where they're against no Viper, which means no wall here. So as soon as they create, what's going on? Yeah, where's the sound gone? Is it my end? I guess it's their end. Dude, it's so quiet here. I mean, trust me. I got a cast. Bring all into back of sight. 2 people here. They have to kill everyone. They don't kill everyone. That's the round done. Casting's kind of easy. That's something I've noticed. Casting's kind of easy, chat. Chat, where's the sound gone? Is it just the YouTube stream? It's all streams. Dude, I thought I pressed like a button or something. I thought I like accidentally muted it. It's so weird when it's like this. Do we get a tech pause for production? You love the cast? I mean, the cast was incredible. The cast was great.
Excited about?
There we go.
Suppose,
Yeah, I suppose that like your identity.
Yeah, this is a rough one, especially bind as a map. I mean, it's so damn important. You're playing defense side. You got to slow the momentum of the attack side team down.
Let's go back to what we were talking about a little bit. So Vitality, heavy focus on over towards here. As soon as this wall isn't here, you got to use the brim smokes over towards here, which means the defense gets a little bit worse. And then what are you meant to do? Just perma brim smoke these? Like you're always susceptible to someone trying to take one of these angles and take the duels. And it just means that the rotate is so much harder if you commit over towards site. So they've done enough pressure there. And honestly, against the ecos now they go towards A to try and make it look like they're just hitting sites equally, but I reckon they'll go B again default next buy V buy.
Steadily backing away.
Three players defending over towards B. And here's a little bit of pressure coming through over towards E2.
Yeah, trying to fake over towards B and go back to A.
Looking to try to make the hero rifle play. I mean,
it looked like they wanted to rotate, but I feel like the overall game plan from them is to just hit B on buys, or at least B default on buys. Ooh.
He's got one and he's got out.
Yeah.
This might get a little bit weird.
Information to be gathering, but
this could get really dangerous here.
Yeah, it might.
35 seconds left.
Time is of the essence. Less forwards as well, another fight. Oh my god, he held.
Oh, imagine it. Les just needs to stay alive and hold the gun now.
He's pulling the defenders. He's actually doing such a good job here, Les.
It's a beautiful job at that. So maybe made it more winnable. Still Izu, he's got the one.
Dude, Les is killing everyone. Izu is the main jewel, this is where the spike is.
Forced to drop the spike off to the
They're going back through the teleporter. They're going back to left.
He didn't have time to do that.
You've only got like 11 seconds left.
Wait, what are they doing?
What is it called to be
Holy
made?
hell, dude.
What is already open, man?
I mean, that is a ridiculous round. I don't think they were expecting Les to literally win the one.
Yeah, they weren't expecting Les to just kill everyone. And then they wanted to go back when there was like, what, 13 seconds left and they were here?
The rest of the players on Vitality, sorry, are thinking, well, do we stay on B? Do we try with 15 seconds left to go through the teleporter? I think someone made the call to take the telly and then got counter-called in that spot. What a 3K from Les.
Enemy remaining. 10 seconds left.
Operators out on both sides. Durka has gone for an attack side.
He's just like, what the hell are they doing?
And they're looking to try to take the fight. They have looked at this economy so heavily.
Buzz and
Wait, they were on top of this. Yeah, dude, T1 are done, dude. He's literally looking at the floor waiting for the flash to go over the top. Like, T1 are done, man. They've just been antied on this map again.
And it was the major win condition for them being able to get that win on Bind towards the end of Pacific kickoff. He was taking the angle over towards Showers and then pushing out, giving his team full information to be able to stack on B, making up for the weaknesses in the composition. Vitality are they're just completely in control at this point. T1 need some change, some shift, some flair.
They needed to change the map.
Yeah, right now looking lost.
They need to change the actual. They need to change their comp.
Might seem a bit doomer from us.
Why did they
here,
pick
but
this over
honestly,
Lowe's? Dude, I have so many
bunch of
questions
blinders
about all
comes
the
out,
picks in
snowball
this.
potential
best
and
of
Izu.
three.
Now going to be challenged, tested into this spot as a rapid approach by Les. There's no trade.
Dude, he's literally solo here over towards site, and there's a chance that he can win it.
Izu still going to try and isolate somebody's fights potentially. That's Durka, alt, offloaded, showstopper, round to the side, collects the kill. Izu, it's got a lot to do.
Dude, he
Damage was done.
satcheled
Softened up
into
Durka.
sight
Follow-up
with
damage
the
was there.
op, and they
Stacks from
didn't give
behind,
him a
the best chance.
rifle.
The T1 have had
Oh
in a long
god,
bloody
what is
time.
this game, dude?
Trex left alone here with only seconds to spare.
It's so
He will
scrappy.
topple.
I said they needed a hero. And
I'm
Izu,
Elliot. Thank you so much for the tier 1.
was
Thank you,
that.
thank you for the 2 months.
He was completely alone. T1 utterly beefed the macro there. There was 3 players over towards the A site trying to defend a non-existent hit. Like I said, it's a great idea from Durka, but here you're seeing the replay through the eyes of Izu. He gets one in hookah. He manages to get out. He buys enough time for reinforcements to come through, and he manages to pick up 2 more kills. Crucially important to get T1 on the board. Buzz again picks up the same op. Going over to showers.
Okay, this
same
is
angle.
nice. That did the fade eye through the TP. That's
T1
cool,
managed
though.
it for now. Like I said, same angle.
Still same thing for Vitality. They're more than
Getting
happy
too
to
much
like
action
invest
for
a
now.
smoke
remember
to
what I was saying,
actually
though, Buzz
get
was
hookah
pushing a
control.
lot based off B pressure. At the moment, he seems pretty content to just
Okay,
sit
now
here.
now we see that what we're talking about. If they create any kind of pressure over towards A,
But the
it's gonna
T1
pull a
A
rotate, and then
defense
Duck can
relies
just
so
swing
much
out.
on him staying in control in
is he gonna
showers.
go clear this?
He's
Big
less
Joel
gonna
going
try
up.
to swing this.
Damn, dude.
Okay. Oh, Izu's been
He
dropped.
won that still as well. It looked like Izu was
Made out as
honestly
well.
aware of what
Durka
was going
backing
on,
away. He's
but
kind of done the damage here because he's going to be pulling
Here's the
players
push.
away.
Here's the push.
Here's the push. And in through the wall as well. An attempt to punish by Les. Swinging out wide. Doesn't get a damage on, but Buzz.
Hey, he's got the
locked into
stun.
corner, stunned
I was
up.
gonna say, Les
Satchels,
must be
though,
tempted to
back
go for that.
safety. And now there's the response. Vitality. It would be rapid here. Up through the main choke and still finds their shot. Buzz. Where are you nailing that one from?
He's one away from showstopper.
Out through onto this site. It's Vitality. They're poking, they're prodding. Bullets are flying. Tapping away with the plan. Just trying to bait
Whoa.
out some of this util. Buzz!
no
He's
way,
dominated.
Trex, and he
Release
managed
of
to
the smoke,
transfer
that's
it and give
just
the
raw
other.
spot as well, following those sound cues out, but Meteor's still alive and kicking. And a bit of damage through the box,
TP.
not enough to get the second kill he needed. Match TP, it's an evacuation. Time to run the hell out of there.
Yeah, with the plan, Trex
They've
gets
given
all.
him the spike so that he can get the orbital strike off the end of this. Didn't have the molly, so Meteor's going to be able to cross, get into sight on a quicker timing.
Damage done to the safe though. Still potentially winnable, you got to imagine. As you said, orbital strike has
Yeah,
been
I was gonna
earned
say,
up.
Safe was a little bit
Salvos
hesitant
too.
to go around the world here,
Safe
but
is already
probably
rotating all
secures
the
it
way
by doing it early now.
It should be a checkmate for Meteor. He's going to have to pull out something unbelievable to win this.
Yeah, hey, he's doing a
Trex
good job of
hanging
making
up
this
onto
winnable.
fight. Nice and early, but it's an off angle at that still.
There goes the orbital strike.
Good
Yeah.
precision. Salvo's forced
And then
out.
Salvos
Gonna
make
start
it
to
look
tick
like he
here.
was
He's running
from
short here
hookah,
for
and then
VIT
he
to try
doubles
and
back,
make
goes
that play,
towards
try and get
long.
that win
This
con.
is cool
He
though
threw the
from
salvos
Safe.
from hookah, so that's where he
This
thinks
is
he
cool
is.
from
Now he's
Safe.
got all the way
Oh
around, but he's
boy.
finally shown presence, but this time the circle is
Nah,
shrinking.
this was
Safe
nicely
delivers.
played from
Bullet
Safe.
to the
Went
dome.
close enough that the
Meteor is
salvos
no
weren't gonna
more.
go through hookah. That was
is
smart.
masterful
Low
from
HP,
Safe,
realized he
man.
has to actually just
Throwing out
outbrain him.
the salvos, using the fact that you can see them flying through the air to bait his position.
That was awesome. This overall macro is really good though in
Durka
telling
managed to
him,
get that
okay,
opening kill
Izu didn't even think
as
he would be
Izu
here.
was going for more info in hookah, and that shows you, I think, just how much they're missing on the B side of the map. The defaulting working so
Oh, yeah,
nicely. And what a
they
play
have
from
to
Trex.
try
He
and
got 3
re-clear
from that
these
spot, by the
areas
way,
because they have
pushing
no
over towards
Viper.
Lamps. He was the hero early on. Tactical timeout here, though, coming through from T1. Yeah, and composure. That's the word that we were talking about so much with Vitality in map 1, actually, when they were able to get the comeback. I think they've really settled into the game here, settled into the big stage. T1, they're going to be forced
me see
onto
if the
an
VOD's
eco
uploaded
round,
from the
most
fast map.
likely. There's a few players that might be able to scrap together a bit of a buy, but the tac timeout was desperately needed. They need input from Autumn. And if you haven't been following the drama behind the scenes, actually, we've seen quite a lot of stuff. For example, Meteor doing live VOD reviews of some of his matches during kickoff, talking about how Autumn wasn't really giving them the support that they needed during some of these tactical
Dude,
timeouts.
that is
And
so
then that
mental.
process, they've actually given a lot of
Imagine a
transparency and
player.
insight into
Imagine
what's been
coaching
going
a
on
team and your
to
players
make
VOD
this
review
T1
and just
squad
flaming you.
perform
That's so sick.
like a super team.
That's so
There's
sick.
an opportunity for Autumn to have his impact in the game. Let's see if he can make the adjustment necessary for them to win in round 8. This one's just going to be
Okay, a lot of
wild
eco,
push-up short.
a lot of
For a brawl
sheriffs even
less.
on the eco for T1. They got a lot of ults as well if they want to use them, but obviously you don't really want to see on the eco.
Holding to this potential push that T1 might be opting into themselves. Steadily as it goes. Creeping forwards onto the angles and the wide swing. That is going to be explosive. Okay, let's not ready for that.
Reaction should be coming out here from Vitality in through B. Isu required a lot of.
Yeah,
He does actually
double
have the
drone
nightfall to
just
try to
kind of
slow
clears
this down if he
everything.
wanted to go crazy with it.
Just going to be playing his life for now.
They
though.
might be
That
tempted to use the
retake,
ult in
you
this
don't quite have the
retake.
weaponry.
They might all in here.
Still,
Nobody committing to
This
the
could
fight
turn
for
into like the
retake.
most pivotal
All
round,
coming
really.
through CT.
Yeah, there we go. There's one of them. Stops the plant, means that they can now get close to flood in. Are they then going to flood in off the next
usual
tap?
one by T1. They want to try and go for this
There
once
goes the
more.
tap,
Trex,
can't
Steel
really
Guard
flood in
landing,
because of
Steel
the Brim Molly.
Guardian. Sidearms out. Time to shine.
It's a pistol round.
They're being absolutely offloaded in terms of, I mean, every single piece
KO
of
damage
util
meant sure that they couldn't
ultimates
flood
all
over
being
towards
used.
site from
Nightfall
spawn,
on top of it. Durka
Brim
coming
Molly,
to the corner here,
sorry,
but the
Brim
rifles are
ult meant
back out
so they
and
can
ready.
get through
Awaiting
elbow.
Trex. He's found himself too. Drifting in and out, they need to time these fights correctly. 1v2, safe, almost monstrous.
Imagine it. It
Demetia,
would have completely destroyed them.
saves the day.
It would have actually just been the whole map done.
T1
Okay,
have
T1
managed to
all in on the
stabilize, getting
pistol.
some rounds on the
All
board.
in on the eco,
It's
basically, and win it.
requiring a lot.
Ah, that was
But there you go.
very, very
Tactical timeout,
close.
finding the value
The whole
already
map
with
would have
the
been one
MasterCard
from
50.
safe there if he wins that 1v3.
Got to imagine that most of what they were talking about is probably to do with the rifle rounds like we're about to see. But a calculated risk there, investing those ults and getting good value out of them. Durka got
Did
absolutely
Durka. I
destroyed
feel like
in
Durka's in
spot.
this situation quite a few times.
I feel
Where
like
it's just
Isu's having
like
a really
he
good game
gets
here.
he gets left
He's
as the
been put in a difficult
solo
situation
to hold a
defending the
choke,
B
and
site. I
they're
don't
just
think the
util dumping him.
strategy is great from T1 on their defense, but he's doing what he can.
The only reason this one
Straight
happened
back
here
into
was
the
just
fight
because of
once
the Brim ult to stop the
So a little
plant.
jump peek over
Yeah.
towards Hookah. An op fight from Buzz.
Just 12 seconds missed. No big deal.
Well, thankfully we didn't miss a kill, but it was a lot of damage
Dude,
done to
Bren's
Trex.
annoyed, man. Bren's annoyed at how late they're
Yes,
getting into
trying
the
to
game.
tango. It's tappy alongside the footsteps with a rifle play.
Dude, okay, they're actually online now as well. It's
That's
a
good
big buy
work.
v buy. We're going to start looking at the money
Down
from
for a short.
Vitality. They can't buy
Durka,
next, 2
okay,
full loss
can make a
bonus.
go of it.
So
He's just walking straight through. He has no idea.
they
that
managed to win the
bench-
important round where they all
He's off
in,
angle is
and then
perfect.
another important round being this where they would have
Reposition.
to eco and force them down to an eco.
Feels
They're
a
going to win
little
this as
similar
well.
here
It's
to
actually
Fracture in
fully
that
back
first
on.
half where Vitality were totally in control at the beginning. Now, admittedly,
Yeah,
on
they're
Fracture,
saving.
That was only for 2 rounds. They just looked clean for the pistol and the follow-up.
That's incredible.
And then T1 started getting into
When
the
you think
rhythm
of the
things.
money now
But
as well,
there's
3K
a
for everyone.
definite feel here that T1 are getting back into the game.
No, they are.
And
They're
it's
fully
not in
back.
the same way that they
They're
have been doing at
fully
Pacific.
back.
This is more proactivity. You know, like, for example, that triple
30
push down
seconds
short
left.
in the prior round. Here, proactivity again, actually. The start of the round, they go for a jump peak sand and then swing in with the operator to try to catch Trex at the start. Really mixing
Have
up their
someone hunt
defensive
here?
setups
Nah, it's
nicely.
not even worth. Like they're just so happy to get the money.
But T1, how many rounds
And
do they
especially
need?
as
Their attack
like
half
their
is gonna be
whole
good.
defense
Normally
relies
it is
around Buzz
pretty
having an
solid.
op as well.
I
They
still
gotta
think
just
they
save money.
need
You gotta just take the win.
Yeah. They've done well to stem the bleeding, as we were mentioning, and part of the battle is stopping the snowball from playing off, but just looking at the state of the economy, I mean, investment with the 2 rifles saved, Vitality might be able to get a buy together, scrambled, potential. They're definitely thinking about it.
Buzz is taking the operator over to
Okay,
B
so
again.
they go
This is
for a
not
low
something
buy.
that he's been regularly doing, almost always going for that showers play.
And then they just go fast
To
B.
really mix things up because it's working against Vitality. Vitality
They,
clearly
this
seem
could
to
be pretty
take-
rough for T1. If
Gotta
they go
do
like
something
super
different.
fast and they have an op,
All grouped up, and there is that investment. Goes off to the side here. Horn broken. It's expecting signs of life, but the squeeze is occurring as well straight through Hookah. This is a rapid approach. Durka deep into the smoke.
yeah, here comes the rotate.
to
Dude, it was
explode
a
out into the
3-person
site.
rotate, by the way.
Trailblazer.
They've done their homework.
Bottom
They
of
know
the
when
hill
it's a
side,
rush.
the
It's when they
poster.
insta drone
This
against.
positioning
Oh
into the
my
side.
god, he
Something
gets a
different.
double.
What
How is
is
everyone getting a
occurring
double
there?
with a shorty
Shorty
these
in
days?
hand, making sure to clean up the stragglers now. T1 Hot on the
Surely
scene,
we got
making
enough
sure
this
the
gun again.
pushing forward, though, the trade needs to be intact, and it's there.
Dude, 3 in a row.
Vitality are definitely pulling some strats out
T1
of the
had a
playbook here, but
great
that's one
read.
that I think
As soon as
probably
that
needs to be
drone
saved for
came
eco
in,
rounds, where you need to
3-person
close the
rotate.
gap, where you need to get value out of stingers or something, because here they're just causing chaos and carnage, but Buzz did a great job
No
of
way,
surviving
didn't
in
even
the
see the
midst of it.
second kill.
This is a player that didn't have a rifle. He was out here with an op and a shorty. He gets a double kill with the shorty in the end.
He
This is
did
now
see him?
3 rounds in a row. Vitality, you've got a problem.
Hey, he
A
saw
big
he saw
problem.
someone close to him. Oh, he saw the gun. Oh, okay, okay.
See, deep sky flash. Gets the connection. He's going to be blinded here.
Where's the op now? Over towards.
It's a deep
We
wall
kind
as
of know
well.
where
It's
the smoke,
pretty
where the
difficult
op
to
is
fake
once you
this
get
one
the
out
smoke.
without
Once you
fully
see the
committing to
smokes.
Showers fight. As soon as you swing through, you're taking this duel against Meteor. And in the meantime, Buzz getting posted down B long.
Instant prowler over
And
towards B to
Vitality's
get
attack side
info.
defaults are
Doesn't
structured
hit anyone.
really
They can
heavily
keep
around
3
them having
strong.
B long and
Flash
Showers
close
control.
short.
They're not really a team that likes to do big short pops, but they're forced
Yeah,
into
they
it.
drone from far back, so you don't think that they're close. So it's kind of smart to try and get them to peek to break the drone.
Sitting duck at that point as an Armageddon is even expended. Vitality got to try and go off of this one, otherwise it's just going to be wasted unless it's the one to pave
Bless
that
is
way.
acting like a
Forwards of the
duelist.
flash. Refight against him. Stacks. He's dropped down to his knees. He's going to be able to see all, and Izu is rapid with the wraparound. Vitality themselves looking to flip the map all the way around.
Seekers
Here,
would be pretty big here.
running rings around each other, and it's all about this game of timings. Who's going to be spotting it first?
No way.
Bullet to the side.
Yeah,
and
because the
now it's
KO is just
retreat.
staring at the
That
wall,
timing
couldn't
was
give him
perfect.
info.
I mean, they had to wait until the KO had actually died, because if they stepped in front of him, they would have been spotted.
18 seconds left to play with here.
Nice shot.
Nade
It
rebounding.
was fast, dude.
Safe. Well, he's onto the plant, sticking it. Damage done. Weakened. But just with the operator, I mean, Buzz is going to need an absolute miracle.
Ooh.
The flick of the wrist.
Wasted
does
the good
not
shot on the
hit.
dog, if anything.
Vitality.
This
Found around in
was
the dark
pretty
there.
cool,
They were
though.
struggling for quite
Pretty
a
cool
while.
in the 2v2, I guess, with the KO ult
Utilising
down.
that kind of mid-rounding that I think
Less
has
did
been
incredible,
so good
though.
for
This kill
Vitality
had
on
to
their
get through
attack
the
side.
choke.
They take a bit of a contact play down short. They lose Durka, and yet they still commit to it, trusting their teammates to be able to trade out, and then realize, okay, T1 have overstacked onto A. Let's make the pivot.
Buzz gets a kill, he gets his
Still
ult.
pretty good over there for Vitality. And these last few rounds
Yeah,
have
waiting
been
for the
focused
flash
on early
again.
on, trying to take the fight over towards
Okay, I
Showers.
like this, though, that they
Durka
faked
once
this
more
out.
with the attack side operator, hoping to find the pick onto Buzz. Buzz is not home. Buzz has made the adjustment to fight B long, and it has been doing it for the last 3 or 4 rounds. Does Durka want to take a fight against Meteor? Maybe with the Showstopper online.
Yeah, gives him a bit of a...
Yeah, let's keep an eye on, okay, this time we actually swapped the guns, the one, the B fiasco that happened earlier. Let's keep an eye on Stax' knife, because he's been saving this the whole time. He has it ready for short at the moment, but he can obviously throw it to Showers.
It's dog into Showstopper. The dog getting information, finding the victim.
I mean, it's a hard committed angle as well. You might as well just use it now. Yeah, with the let loose. And still,
Dude,
the
he
pre-fire into the
knifed,
smoke.
oh, he
drifting in
knifed
and out
close
here.
trap.
He's way ahead of all of this. My God, it's a secret to his back, and he's spotting players. Just maybe he ships in the knife. What the
Dude,
hell's
this is
occurring
chaos.
here? Venus filter, this way, that
Look at
way,
the trades.
Meteor,
Everyone's just
still
dancing
alive.
around the 2 smokes
25
on
health to
site.
his name, and he's done the damage, surely less. Forced to pick up those pieces, but he is no more.
Holy hell, this was wild.
That is now 2 rounds from T1, where a player has been a smoke criminal. We saw
No, all
early
it
on
is just like
with
mayhem
that
around the smokes, yeah.
double
I feel like
smoke onto
Stax is
B,
doing great,
where
even though
Buzz
he kind of messed up
slipped
his
in with an
knife
op
here.
and a
Like, he's doing
shorty.
so good.
Blast, and it was over. This time, Meteor, under crazy amounts of pressure. He had a Trailblazer in his face. Showstopper was being thrown at him, and yet he works in and out of these smokes, showcasing with all of that experience from being a top-level Sentinel player. He comes out of it looking good.
Fail Nexus with the Prime.
T1,
Thank
I
you so
think
much.
they've done a
Thank you.
great job on
Appreciate
this
the 5
defense
months.
side. 5 is more than I think they should have expected.
Straight into the op though. Dog's going to be broken nice and early. Not sure if it's spotted. Buzz got to respect the util though. Down to his feet. Does stop on his own as well. He wants to try and take that fight forward. Dodges the flash, but he's suppressed. Can't offload the rocket even if he wanted to. Seal Guardian's going to be used.
It's a
to
nice
see if they can push
reactive
back
ult.
this approach. That's a solo TP.
Did
with a spike in
T1
hand
have
from
got
Safe.
some
Yeah, that's a strange
fast
one.
rotates?
I mean, they
like
do
every
actually have
time
pretty
they
good
definitely
map
have
control. Safe survived.
I wonder
on
if
that
it's like a
teleport,
hard read
which,
on
listen,
Safe's
that wasn't guaranteed.
drone.
But now they can.
Every time they see this drone, it's a fast hard rotate. Like everyone's there.
Join them and turn it into an A split.
But they're going 4-1, not even just like one shifting
This
across.
is good. Not sure if there was any sound cues to accompany it. Keep flashing the nade on top of it, so
they pulled 4 people onto B.
Back. TPs, though,
Yeah, they did this earlier though. Buzzers is... Dude, Buzzers is all...
Playmaker. Here it is. Showstopper. Around to the side. No targets.
Good damage
found.
still though, but...
Damage done.
And he knows that they can't...
Them, but he's only got
Dude,
the operator, but
the Thorns
enough
last for
to
so
potentially slow it
long.
down. Juggling with the shoulders, the wall to bait out, and orb into their face, and everybody going to be skipping and hopping up and over it, but time has been bought as T1 are back into the fight, back into the fray. Izu back to the wall.
There.
The rifle into hand at that, tap into the side, a plant online, it needs to be a defense in order. Buzz, he's found his mark, off to the side once more, but a shot missed, going wide. Vitality, just 2 left to stand, Lesson kicks, and there's a pit.
How good every round is chaos. They're
It,
just stuck here though, like they gotta do
Want to
something.
go for a peek of his own, he looks like he was considering it, the pit doesn't stretch far enough.
The pit is so good for Kicks to play around with the Stinger. They're trying to get value inside of it, trying to get information from the horn, from the knife.
Dodged, but a decay damage kicking in, and listen.
No spam back.
Scraps is really what T1s are working with, and the time stand and tick here. Bodies to the side, jumping
Dude,
into
fair
the
play,
fight.
man.
Kicks
Les did incredible. I'm
Takes
surprised he didn't get
control
spam
of
back
the
there.
for the final hurdle in our first half of Bind.
It was difficult for
feel
Vitality to
T1
maintain
came
that level of momentum
back
that they got at the
heavy though. I
beginning.
thought this
That
was going to be a
first quarter was
really,
lovely,
really rough half.
And yet T1 made a resurgence and
Like they
might
for
still
sure
have
should have
done
won
enough.
this round,
Still
but
could be anyone's map at the end of the day, and we're going to be finding out on the other side of this.
Red Bull gives you wings.
you got something for me to watch? Why I wouldn't coach Sliggy? Oh boy, who is this? Why I wouldn't coach with Sliggy? Is this Mini? Why is he always flaming me? Here we go.
I'll be open and honest about Sliggy. Sliggy has some ideas, in my opinion, that are so crazy. Crazy being one adjective, bad might be the other adjective. Batshit, dog shit. That sometimes I think that I would have to murder him. There are some ideas Sliggy's had in Valorant that I think I would end up having to kill him.
Hey, I think I'm catching some strays here.
And it wouldn't be fun.
Very accurate, I agree. But I think I'm catching some strays. I'm not sure all the ideas would have been mine. That's all I'm saying. But I will say that beginning of the game, I tried some crazy stuff that people would get annihilated for. Like, I would flame the hell out of me if I used to watch old me. Oh my goodness. That's sick, though.
Let's get to it then.
The no Viper bind, that's not me though. The solo Viper bind is not me.
Couple of the rounds going
Like
towards
that
the
one
end here.
that one
You
is
know,
bad.
T1
But
would
we did do no
that
smokes
7-5.
once,
Listen,
but
anyone's
there was
game,
reason
to be
behind
honest.
that as well.
It is.
The no smokes was
2 out of 3 of the pistols
purely
have gone
just
the
so
way
that
of
we could
Vitality, and that's actually
just
been their
purely that we could
record
get our
all
comms
year.
up.
They've been winning about
Like no smokes was just
66%
because
of their pistol rounds.
no one was common.
So
And
let's
so
see
I
how this
just
one goes.
I
If
literally
Vitality
just
win
accepted
this
we're gonna lose
as
the game,
well on
and
their
in the long term
defense
it will be
side,
better to get people's
it's gonna
comms
be
good.
so tough for T1 to get back into the game. Their attack side though from T1, I think generally looks a little
Would I
better
coach
than
with
their
Mini?
defense.
Yeah, you just get him to do all the
They've
work,
already
right?
managed to navigate that difficult
Guy's a nerd.
situation where you don't have the Viper to be able to
Mini's good.
control the B angles.
Plus he would just tell me to when I'm doing some mad stuff, he would just tell me that it's mad, and I'd be like, yeah, fair enough.
I'm getting worried. Are you worried?
But I will say, majority of my mad stuff had theory behind it. That was like relatively
Yeah, round 13, never
fact
before seen.
with some stuff that was going on.
The time is ticking down now. It must have been a very, very minor tech issue by the look of things. Okay, let's have a look at what the pistol round strategy looks like then for T1. Previously, they've been
Time
doing
is
stuff
moving. Yeah, we're all good.
where they go for a bit of a fake over towards B and a short push. That was the last pistol that T1 ran.
I will say, I only did
time.
mad stuff in
Very much like they're going to go for
little
genuine pressure
tourneys
over
though.
towards B,
Like I got a
and
lot of
then
flame for the
maybe
mad
hit a
stuff I was
teleport.
doing, but it
They're
was
playing
Mickey Mouse
both
tournaments. It
extremities
was
at
like
the
a
same time.
blast one-off tourney.
Double face as well. Less.
Like I didn't care about it.
Yeah, bullet to the brain, just through the wall, and that's what saved him. Still going to be weak, but oh my god, he is hard committed onto that angle and even wins the fight out as well. It's going to be a dog flying forwards, TP engagement. They're trying to put the pressure
Iceland,
down
mate,
and
we were.
divide onto
I would already
on
left the
top of it.
team.
Vitality gonna have the
Pretty
fight onto
much.
the other side of the map.
Didn't care about that either.
Still putting a stop to this. Trex to an anchor smoke. He's going to be layering this one down. He's going to try and dominate it. At that still, Carpe just steps into it, and Salvo's avoided for now. Plant still needs to go down, and Carpe does liberties taken and risks in order.
Big play,
He's made
man.
it even. 2-2 now. Definite chances. A boombot kill right from behind. Carpe not anticipating, but what a shot from Izu. Round and damage
Wait, they
done.
actually, you were getting the pistols. 1-1 again.
For that three-piece.
Doable.
What
Doable,
a
doable.
play from Carpe and Isu. Carpe plays that situation pretty well. They heard the teleport
second
coming
Iceland,
through
nah,
behind
yeah,
them.
dude,
They
we
knew
would have
the
been
Les
better
was
off not going to that
somewhere on the
20.
flank,
I
had
would have
to
still
go
been
for
in
an
the team, I
aggro
think.
play, caught the timing wonderfully, and that was after Carpe already won a duel.
Like,
Isu
it would have been
closes
better off
things
if
out for the
FPX
Red Bull
managed to go.
clutch.
Carpe
I feel
played
like you are getting
great
really good
here, by the way.
performances from Isu. I know that I said it earlier, but it's impressing me because he has been playing on the Gecko on this map, and it's not a player that I'm really looking towards on the kind of Gecko fade initiator to have enormous impact, but I think he's been great today. And that's a pistol that T1
I
really
think Artist could
needed.
have a career in coaching, not a chance.
Broken. Trex is trying
Dude,
to
Artist can
feel like
still
it could
play.
be more
Artist is
presence, even
fine.
TP as well. I mean,
I know
Trex
you all
is
remember the
straight there
Sage
and around.
moment,
He
but
wants to try and
Artist can
farm up
still
this
play,
ball,
man. He's
deny
good
it from
enough.
the attackers.
They're trying to make Stacks think that A has now been heavily reinforced, when in fact the stack is on B. So they're trying to mess with Stacks' head and lure the attackers back into this stacked B site. It does appear to be working.
Cheeky play. Vitality though.
What's the
Forwards
timing going to be
here.
like on this?
If they get too aggressive, too proactive, they're going to give the game away.
This is a
But
gun here.
otherwise, Itsu is just going to wander into his death.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, giving a gun away. He might just be giving a gun away, but no, the
Dude,
Prowler
that's
gives him
nice, though.
confirmation, acknowledgement. Players are tucked up tight onto the corner here. And Meteor spamming away. Could have been a ghost moment, but still secures the kill. And wow,
Nice shot.
I mean, he's sharp, surgical, precise with that gun.
Yeah,
in
it's the
hand,
classic
and they're
Antique where you
cleaning
go
up
over
the
towards
stragglers.
long, smoke, smoke,
What
smoke.
a nice awareness of what the defensive setup looked like there. The Prowler
And then you
gave the
take
game
space
away.
depending on where they
Isu again
kind of
delivering
react.
that info that his team needed. Meteor finding the timing. Durka, if he can find one,
Yeah, Dirk would
would
love
actually
to
be
get
able
a
to get
kill here.
showstopper online for the anti-bonus, which would be pretty incredible.
Last player standing.
Hell of a
But he
lot of
doesn't.
kills.
It's
Yeah.
Trex that actually ends up getting it instead. But yeah, Durka is
So they
now
might
one
go
away from
aggro
showstopper.
for an
I wonder
orb
if that's
here.
gonna be
Everyone's going to
something
be
the
speaking about
Vitality
orbs.
fight
One
around here.
away for Darker.
You know, see if he can pick up a cheeky, quick one over towards B long. That might be going through
Oh,
T1's
Yampy's here?
head
Hello,
as well.
Yampy.
You
How we
might wanna
doing?
do some
Hello,
early
hello.
B long control on the attack side, and then go back into whatever your game plan is.
We'll find out if T1 at least thinking about it as well. Holding tab, seeing how close he is, because
Yeah, I think you'll probably see Stim Beacon here, trying to run out B long, anticipating that Durka's going to be playing for this orb. No,
easy to contest.
no Stim, but they're definitely setting up the high-low.
Cheeky peek. Like you said, with a high-low.
Okay.
In the mid-round, he might have an opportunity to play for the
No
showers
orbs
orb.
on this.
Or you know what, he might just go for the rotate, players to float, and
Dude, it must be so
ahead.
tempting.
Okay.
that's disgusting.
What was that
That's
from Kicks?
outrageous.
That's disgusting.
Lands it. Snakes over towards B long and flashes dodge. There was a snake bite prior. Slowing down the approach of T1 up through B long, and they're drifting into
Not
this
sure Safe needs to do
top
this.
of it. What a kill to be found. That's a bulldog in the hands of Izu. Cleans it up. Trailblazer not quite broken. I wonder if that's giving away a bit of info here that Stax is alone. They're going to call for that refight. They're hard committed. Off into
Yes,
the corner.
dude, Stacks has
is
spotted
gonna
so many.
Be careful.
They can just hit the other
So
side.
alone.
Yeah, just with the Guardian.
Then again, so is Trex on A.
Unless going for the peak. Not anticipating it, because why would you?
Oh,
Stax is
Vitality
just
have
here.
absolutely
So is
messed
anything
this one
for the
up.
Players around when the plant is going
How's he
down.
out of there?
Trex got out.
Yeah, still alive.
Dude, he's insta
Even in and
repositioned
out.
with it as well.
Uses cover.
No
As it
way,
moves
what's
down,
going on in
this
this?
one's on
What's he
and the
done
follow-up
this?
onto Buzz.
That's
This is
crazy,
disgusting
dude.
gameplay, and
No
Durka
way, this was
knew exactly
it's
what
just a
Stax was
clown
up to.
round for everyone
Trex
involved.
is
It's
on
nuts.
an island there, playing
I
around
can't
the
believe
smoke
Trex has managed to get
gets
away with
three.
this. The insta stim
The
pack
fact that he isn't
saving
traded after
him.
the first kill is criminal from T1. But then to get another 2 in that spot is amazing.
How many smoke
from
kills we
Trex.
got?
He plays around. I mean, he literally sees the bloom of the gun to be able to get the second kill here.
Oh,
the
yeah,
smoke
that's
back.
fast.
Just for a moment, I suppose, a frame he
Jesus.
spots Isu, but
I mean,
you could
Trex
also
did
see the
incredible.
flare coming out from the
Dude, this would have
bullets.
been... Trex has just saved them so
Well, there's an
heavy.
individual play to put Vitality on the board in the second half. And now they've got massive ults, actually. These are incredibly good plant denial, re-clear ults.
They would have had to. They would have had to have ecos. Now they get a chance to
Potentially for T1,
just
they
break
want
the
away
econ.
a few themselves.
But both
Force them
sides
down.
of the map,
Well,
Vitality are
if they get a
trying to
plant,
deny
honestly, they're
ults.
forcing.
And,
What's
Kirk's taking out
Meteor
Meteor.
doing? What's everyone
has been a
doing
bit of
in
a
this
pesky
best of three, man?
player for them.
This is
I
meant
mean,
to be a
finding the gaps
Masters,
well
dude.
enough.
Isu's
going
going on
on?
for another gap, hoping that because Durka is not fighting showers, he can
Trex
walk
off
in.
angle. It's lovely. Slightly ajar.
Yeah, they're one step ahead in this round. Anticipating the Meteor lurk, anticipating Isu's lurk as well. This might even end up being a bit of a save here. There's still a minute on the clock, but if T1 don't find another pick, you don't want to allow things to run away.
Slight jump spot. Maybe if Stax was able to get a kill, we'd consider going for it, but
They are still going to be slow playing and looking for another opportunity into the round, but don't know whether Vitality are going to give it.
no, jump spot should be playing Durka in, especially with the
30
shot
seconds
revealing your
left.
positioning, and Durka going for that slightest of swings, even with the old Stimpy
Dude, the stim beacon saving everyone. He's popped the ult. Oh my god, are they going to win this round?
But that game sense, securing a kill onto Trex. There's an in, there's an opening, but there's 13 seconds left to play
This
with.
is
Smoke,
mayhem.
cross kicks, late with a spam, but the elbows. Carpe, how are you managing this one? Tiny window.
Yeah, we've got nothing to
stun
stop this.
connects, spamming away inside the
Okay,
smoke.
they got
and
the
keeps.
trade on it.
He's gone away with it. Buzz steps forwards. They need another one. Can't adjust it in time. Tried to snap it up to heaven.
God, they
It's all
invested
down
so
to
much with the
Stax.
ult as well, but honestly, it
IGL,
was kind of
1v3.
doable.
Pressured, 8 bullets left. 2 bullets left.
Oh my
One
god,
player
dude.
remains.
I saw a world where he hit it.
Obtained. Flash over the top.
Damn, man, that's a crazy round. It's a crazy, crazy round. That second kill is so fast, dude. So
He
fast.
lights Bangkok up. Incredible 1v3. Buzz opened things. He created the opportunity with the 2K, finding that timing through. But
Oi,
what
that
is
is-
that? Spray transfer or just taps? I can't even tell.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
taps
ludicrous
it.
though.
On his feet.
The Red Bull clutch from Stax, but that's worthy of a mouse kiss for
Yeah,
sure.
I was
It's
just
gotta
It's
be.
worthy of a mouse.
Give it a smooch, just for old time's sake. And it's the two DRX players.
No
former
way,
DRX
dude.
players,
That
I
round,
should say, now
that round
representing
was
T1
wild,
that
man.
make that
This game
round
is
a reality.
wild.
And
It's so
that
entertaining,
should
but it's
never
really
have been a
scrappy.
possibility.
No.
That was a round that Vitality had signed, sealed, and delivered.
Dude, Buzz did half of that as well, to be honest with you.
1v3 like that. Get the hell out of there. Hell of a transfer. Pulls that timeout out of Vitality.
Yeah, because this is now a brutal one. Their economy's just been ruined.
Yeah, they
in a
forced them down to an
moment.
eco.
In 30 seconds, they've gone from feeling like they're in control of Bind to feeling like T1 have an opportunity to get some momentum underneath them, because if they get a clean eco here, a clean anti-eco, I should say, then they're going to have null command, then they're going to have orbital strike, and the next rifle round is going to be so difficult. This is a serious inflection point in Bind. And Buzz and Stax have offered it to them.
Insane plays all around. Knife up and over the top here with a Prowler, just for that extra addition. Maunt over the shoulder. They're trying to set Buzz up for an easy fight out towards it. Trex is toppled. He was the one with the hero
Well,
rifle at that.
and there goes the hero
Spot
gun, and we
not
can't pick
quite
this one up
punished, but a lot
anymore.
of damage done is going to make Les think twice.
Like, you gotta think if you're doing a
He's
hero
taking
gun and we're
contact
not making a
lot
play
of
with,
you.
like,
And he's also taking a lot of damage on
other
jump
people
spots. I
ready
wouldn't be
to
surprised if
trade, pick up the
Vitality
gun.
decide to buy
Oh, God.
Okay.
in a future round.
Dude, Meteor's killing
I
me.
guess they can fight this round too.
Yeah, but it's important for T1 to not give away too many more of those, and safe close quarters combat. Nightfall connects, they rebounds, he's right in their faces, man. Gets the one. Supplemented, I think, just from that nade that Durka sent flying, but the sound cues are cut away. The flash through into their face as well, an attempt to deny the plan. What a shot by Kicks! And Durka's still
Incredible,
here, man.
Kicks
Won't be removed.
did great.
Stacks left to do it again.
In the same spot.
Boombot in your
The Boombot
face.
doing it.
Damage done to a few.
Dude,
Lining them
imagine,
up
yeah,
this
imagine
time.
it as well. He had to back
What
to
an
back
answer
1v3.
Vitality.
How have they managed to come back into
Dude,
this one?
I gotta see a
I said
timeout, and we gotta
if
tell
T1
Meteor to
get a
chill a
clean
little bit,
anti-eco.
surely here. I mean, Les obviously
And
hit a
if
nice
was doing
shot,
a lot
but
of heavy lifting in that sentence, apparently. They do
Jaffar
now
6,
still
thank you so
have
much for the
big
prime.
ultimates
Thank you,
to work
thank you.
around, but it's another MasterCard Thrifty, and this time it goes the way of Vitality. And this all from a 4v5 too. How on earth is Meteor losing that? This one was an unintentional great combo play, but then Kicks.
Dude, that flash
Beautiful
tanked
flash. I mean,
all
his flash
three.
even set up Durka for the other kill over
All
towards
three of
Showers.
them.
Immaculate timing on that. An economy flips
Yeah,
completely on its head
it's just the
other way.
econs just
Can
got
T1 pull off their
completely
own?
the other way. Knife hits 2. And it hits Darker, so that's like the big win on this one. Outlaw out, can one-shot everyone. We got double satchel judge, and you'd imagine normally that's over towards A, but people do that because they have the Viper War. It's a little bit easier for them to get there. They go for the old, literally the old school smoke, separate the site in half. And he was going to try wrap around over towards long. The idea wasn't too bad here, right? Smoke, 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 isolate this area, try judge it.
Here by Vitality, and damage is being done at least by Izu, but
Ooh, what is
the
that?
trade led fired through, and that's going to be Izu dealt with, leaving it down to just Meteor. Spikes drop down, but it's a 1v3.
Yeah, and look at Vitality. They're grouping up in the 1v3, determined not to let Meteor do what Stax did to them.
Tap, Meteor, to try and force the issue. Pushes place forward, that's a team. Flash! Oh my! It's all gone to pot! And another chance!
Whoa! Darker's a lunatic! He's done it! I cannot believe what is going on as well. It's crazy. Meteor in the 1v3, this is pretty cool though. Put the flash behind, tap the spike, hope that they actually just like start flooding in. And then pop the flash and then swing. Like his idea in the 1v3 was awesome. And this overall idea, so fine with it.
The first two, tiny micro adjustment to be able to get it. What is this?
I mean, it's just the outlaw that he's working with. Doesn't want to take the fight with it, so he's trying to satchel in his face. The frustration shows.
But this is now the round where T1 have massive ults to be able to work with. Les popping his off preemptively, knowing that
It's
T1,
so good.
their economy's on the line. They're the team with the ultimates. Vitality also need to invest to try to keep things equal.
That's so good. They go for the same strat. I think they'll tank the flash again. Ooh, this is nice.
With that one with the haunt. Easy target still. It's an orbital strike is used in response. Tempting this one. Buzz is still forwards onto this angle. Perched up.
Stuck in the mud forever.
Right out. Trex just dominates it. Out and over now. Thorns alongside it. Players are scattered, and T1 looking for options, looking for answers. They don't get it.
Chill out, Bren.
Spam in the right place on top of it. Stacks. Just can't dish it out, man. This is 11 now for Vitality.
What's going
Found their footing.
The combo play there between Durka and Safe Stun rattled off the wall.
Just as he started going crazy, they upped the
Despite fact he's only
sound.
got 4 kills. And T1, that was the round that they needed. I'm surprised they didn't try to invest the KO ult. Where was the null command in the midst of all of that? I don't really get it.
Yeah,
It feels like that should have been the tool to stop anything that Vitality were doing.
They lost the vision.
I can understand saving the orbital strike. That's a post-plant tool. I get it, but am I missing something? Where was Stax' ult in the midst of all of that? That was a must-win round for T1. They're going to need another 3.
This game is crazy. Dude, everything is crazy about this.
When Vitality are 2 rounds away.
Even the audio
being
is
able to
losing their
win the
mind.
match.
It's not consistent. I don't think you want to force into this one either.
No, they've got odds and ends to work with.
Yeah, you're essentially playing to just drag this one to OT.
Does every team get 2 nailed here? Nah, dude, Trace have got at least a map in them. 3 weeks off.
Certainly
Trace known for like being able to get really good at like a couple of maps.
They were even able to put 4 rounds on the board.
Pretty good like micro plays. They will get you some rounds. They'll have a map in them.
You can't ask for miracles every time.
At least a map. It is G2. I agree it's G2, but you got to give, like, Trace should at least get a map.
There's pings all over the minimap. It certainly looks like Safe and Durka are going to be under a lot of pressure.
Durka not one to shy away from the fight. Buzz really just matching that as well. Straight in, through onto the site, like a rocket, flash into the face of Meteor, and they do deal with him.
This was nice from Vitality, though.
Cleaning up these stragglers.
Yeah, but I mean, the timeout was pretty much like eco idea, and then all goes into the buy round.
Oh, in for the smoke, Stacks. Blinder of a shot.
It's all about the 12.
Durka
12
having to clean it all the way up, and this is just a bit of spam on smokes just to make sure that they do clean this up nicely.
If T1 had maybe applied a little more pressure, had not been caught.
You said you wanted to split.
Quickly, maybe they would have dragged.
I mean, it would have been fun.
Maybe they would have set
it would have been fun because this whole best of 3, like the 2 maps have been. Like I never say this stuff's muddy, but this is muddy. Like it's been wild the whole time. There's so much crazy stuff going on. There's so many random individual plays.
Probably save enough ultimates to keep some kind of snowball going. It is such a difficult.
There's so many questionable things going on.
Bar for bar. Like you said, difficult ask. There's ults online at least. The only silver lining that T1 have got to work with.
It's fun. It's insanely entertaining. That's always the way this goes.
Seekers if it's forced to use it in case they need a bit of that mid-round information. But for T1 at all lines,
okay, 4 chances. 4 chances for a 2-0. Dude, still got a question. Why T1 thought that they could dude, I think T1 think their bind is way better than it is. And that's been a whole consistent thing through this year. Like they keep picking this map and they keep getting owned on it.
Drone through and broken. Gets the info. Kicks as well, just jiggling. Spotting presence across the map here, so going to be a level of awareness here for Vitality. They know that it's going to be a slow default, at least for now, but could rapidly change into something else entirely. Safe is just ahead of all of this. Trying to play ahead of the underhanded flash, but he's blinded up anyway. Can't land that kill.
Almost. He should have held strong, but it's so hard to hold strong there.
Showstopper in his hands.
I think the play from Safe was pretty good, to be honest. I didn't think it was bad.
He's saving it. Got to find the right timing here, though.
Possibly for Durka's ultimate. Here and out. Good flash dodge. Buzz.
Just don't use your ult, Durka, and you're all good.
Could be a problem.
Oops.
Nade. Not sure if that was meant to go in that direction there. Defensive positions by T1. Everybody backing away. Rolling retreat. Spike is down. It's one of the best positions they've been in quite some time here. Forwards.
They have Molly after this. They have Orbital
Yeah,
Strike.
this is nice though. That's getting everything out of them.
Just dragging it down.
Izu does get Fatal after this though, so they got Fatal for next round.
You can take away the guns, which is important.
Jesus.
Oh
my goodness.
What were we saying at the start of this round?
3,000? Dude, they're all going to have light armor. Does Durka get an Outlaw out here?
And on that front, it's still
Can I turn up the broadcast again?
They still have null command. They still have
it's all over the place, man.
But
okay.
In terms of the rifles they're going to be able to get online, oof, it's not going to look good.
No.
They're scrapping together light armor, Guardians, and they're not even able to buy full util. I mean, Buzz does not have his boombot this round. Stacks has to make a choice between buying a rifle and buying full util as well. He ends up opting for the Guardian.
T1 are between rock and a hard place. There's no getting out of this one. Has to be mechanics.
Well, they know where Durka is now.
Yeah.
They know where that showstopper is, where that op is.
And so, avoidance probably going to be pretty key. The playbook of T1. They are walking their way up through B long. They've been struggling to get any sort of foothold so far in this half.
And it feels like if Durka just holds this showstopper, Stacks is never going to ult.
No. Never going to use it. They're going to take that initiative. It's a flash through, but Anti played, kicks. Okay, just backs himself out. Will get at least a trade-off. Equalizing it in the process. T1 feeling that heat. It's a Nightfall expended now and another flash forwards. It's kicks. Taking the initiative. Backs himself away now. Wants to try and dominate the position and make sure that there's no easy access in through Hookah. Drops down though with no sound cues. It's a difficulty.
Why am I muted?
The smoke's going to
What's
be
going on
fading.
today?
Fight one out. Kicks is a menace to society. Vitality. Clean it all up in the end. 13-9.
Okay, the madness is over.
Almost as
The
clean as you
madness
can
is
get it.
over.
And they were in control of both of the second halves
Well.
on our maps today. Fracture and Bind. They put on a clinic on
This
defense.
is the best of 3 for sure. This was
Try
a
as
chat.
he might,
At least we had
Stats was
fun.
not
That's the
able
main
to
thing.
outcall against
How did I mute
Vitality
myself
and
midway
make
through
his
this as
impact
well?
felt.
That's what I don't get.